What is going on, you guys? So I want to bring you guys a video. So I just made a quick stop by Mexico where the Cobra and a bolt-on S550 had a little run-in. So check that out right here. So that was pretty fun to meet up with one of the subscribers out there in Mexico. The Cobra, as you guys know, has a TVS supercharger. It makes about 600 wheel horsepower, and that car had a JLT cold air intake, American Racing headers, and a Lund tune, and that car performed very well. Obviously the Cobra is a little bit faster, but it was still a lot of fun. However, it looks like we blew one of the boost lines off because my boost gauge and my boost gauge in the cluster do not work after that run. I shifted and then I heard a noise which sounded like air, and I think the line or the T blew off in the car. So let's go investigate that. So I first looked to see if we had any lines blow off here, but it looks like these are all fine. This is the line that goes into the car, and we don't really have any worries about vacuum leaks because the line, the boost line that goes into the car, it doesn't carry a lot of vacuum. It's actually the boost that goes out. So we're gonna take a look in the car. So I think the line just blew off that's inside the car, which is in basically the glove box. So that's what I'm gonna check. I think it's the T that's in there. All right, and we're gonna use our trusty little lights here. Move some things around. Click that on. Oh yeah. So my guess is it's just the line that is in here behind the glove box, which looks like I'm just gonna have to pull the glove box off just to go ahead and access that. So I'm gonna pull the glove box by removing the screws or bolts that are right here and here. So let's do that. And I also grabbed my other light, and so we're just gonna go ahead and remove these two bolts here. And I also grabbed my other light, and so we're just gonna go ahead and remove these two bolts here. Alright, so I just removed those bolts, and now should be able to just remove this, and that's just my wide open throttle box. And just as I suspected, we blew a boost line. So I guess you know, have a little bit too much boost. I guess that's what it is. Let's see. I don't really know what the reasoning for blowing the line is. It could have just been kind of random. So I'm going to connect that line back up, and we should have boost reading again. Alright, and let's just go check to make sure we have a boost rating. And we can do that by just starting in the car, and we should see some vacuum. And now we have vacuum. Yeah, so we actually have the boost reading again. So that was all of the issues that we were having there. So I'm just going to put that back and we'll be good to go on that. Alright, and this should be back to normal. And then we just close this up, as long as there's nothing in the way. And we're all set. So now that we figured that out and we have boost reading back in the car, that was a pretty simple fix. But I do have a dash cam. I picked this up to go ahead and put in the Cobra. So let's go take a look at it. So this is the Van True dash cam. It's pretty simple. It's just a single forward-facing camera, and we're gonna go ahead and try it on in the Cobra. Actually, this has a little bit different camera. I decided to try this one, and I'll put a link down in the description to this one, and we'll try it out and see how it goes. Alright, so this is what the dash cam itself looks like. It's actually pretty small, which is hard to gauge in person, but this is pretty small, which is interesting. So we have a suction cup on the top, The cord for it is on the bottom, which I actually don't necessarily like. I wish this would be a 90-degree angle, but it is okay. So we can go ahead and mount this on the top of the Cobra, and I can route the power wire and down and into the car. So I'm going to just do that real quickly and basically get this thing set up. And it does need a SD card. It does not come with one, so I'm going to go grab one of those as well. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is just plug this thing in and kind of get an idea, first of all, where I want to place it and how it works. So, if I can figure out how to work this suction cup, which just goes like that. That's nice and simple. And that moves around. To get an idea how big this thing is, which it's actually fairly small. This is my iPhone 7 Plus. And that's that. So it's a very small camera, although this sticking out does make it kind of larger. Alright, so that is what it looks like. It is actually working and recording right now. So I'm going to figure out a better way to run this through the car so it's not a big wire running in front of my face. Did I ever mention how much I hate working in the interior of cars? Because I do. So I just ran this wire through, and I ran it up through here, through the gauges, and I'm really not liking the placement there with this wire hanging down. That kind of bothers me. I know I have some right there with the SET, but those don't bother me, but this really bothers me. Alright guys, so I found that the best place for it, instead of running the wires and being completely hidden up here, it didn't really work out that well. So I ended up just putting it right here behind the SAT and using the wires that were already basically in the way. And I zip tied them together, ran it down here, and then this one just goes back and it's hidden and plugged in over here. I could plug it into a wired in power, but this is actually easier because if I wanted to take it out and put it in a different car, we could do that as well. And it looks like Ashley just arrived. Oh, the lowlife. Pulling in. So that about concludes the install of the dash cam. I think I might take a ride a little bit later so we can go ahead and try it out. I wasn't the biggest fan of the way the charger is, but I do like that I tucked it in with the wires that were already there. The only downside is it's kind of looking like a crazy command center inside here, but if it ever gets too bad, I can always change it and figure out a better solution. Alright guys, so now it is a little bit later. I'm going to drop this hood. And, wow, that was loud. So we got the dash cam in here. I'm going to take a drive over to Greg's. I believe he just picked up a Mini Cooper and a 240, and he also has some parts from Abraham that we're going to go check out. So let's go head over there and see what's good. So, and then we can try out this dash cam for the first time and see how I like the new configuration here. And where did I put my keys? Alright, let's start it. So I guess this is Greg's new 240. He got another convertible. That's his other shell. Dude, this light is awesome. This is like filming in the daytime. And then you got a car on the trailer here. What's wrong with it?
A lot.
A lot? Uh-oh.
It's a Mini Cooper.
It's a Mini Cooper, sir. Not a BMW.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Heineken nitrous bottle.
That's sparkly. Where'd you get that?
I bought it today.
For what?
I don't really know. But when you get offered a nitrous bottle for some parts, you take the nitrous bottle. At least I do.
75 shot for the Cobra.
Let's told Andrew he needs nitrous. You should tell him in the comments that he needs nitrous.
I don't need nitrous.
He needs nitrous.
I don't.
Everyone needs nitrous in the lab.
Oh, so you're putting nitrous on this thing?
Maybe.
So this thing run?
No. Running 240s? What do you think this is?
What do you need to make it run?
This V8. It's in storage.
That's a nice turbo you got there.
Yeah, witchcraft happens there, and then it induces into something there. Yeah,
Disclaimer: there's not really a turbo on there for anyone who doesn't know.
Oh, they're gonna still talk.
Stock
apparently
as hell.
Beavis or Butthead. I'm not really sure which one that they decided on. Yeah, it's just a stock motor. Like.
So why doesn't it run? It just head gasket or?
Yeah.
So does it sound like Turdzilla? Just doesn't start?
No, it doesn't not. But it doesn't matter because it's gonna be there for about a week and then it's gonna.
Yeah, cause 5.3 LSA blower. You working with Abraham to get all this stuff?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Sweet.
I gotta get with him and get a little bit more figured out.
Abraham did a killer job on the IMRC delete plates. Dude,
Good bad boys out.
that's so sick. That's legit as hell, dude.
Yeah, he did a real nice job.
This is the first prototype, so it basically built it off of the stock IMRC delete or IMRC plates. And these will just basically delete those. So if you guys want anything from Abraham, he makes those coil covers like I have on the Cobra, or if you need a set of IMRC delete plates, he now has a design to go ahead and cut those, which we may or may not use on Turdzilla. I always love how the minis have like the excessive like speedometer in the middle.
You know, on some of them they used to have two, like right on steering wheel, so it'd be like you had the speed and RPM, and it was like really nice, and then the center was Navi, but you had to have that option, and that was. I don't know if this generation had it, but I know the previous generation did. So,
sick.
that's the one I had. I miss it. But I don't know if I'm keeping this or not.
So you're saying the Van Gogh is for sale?
Yeah, needs the van get out of my life.
Dude, this thing's sick though.
I like it.
Open it up. Open it up. Someone could live in this thing. Like, it's a manual. You can put all your parts in the back. You can carry all your LS's in the back.
I know for
air
a fact
mattress.
it'll fit two LS's.
He'll fit two LS's in the back. Dude, it's sick.
I like it.
Someone go buy this thing. Come on. You know you want to LS swap this. Right?
I don't know if it's long enough to get a motor and transmission to the wheel, the existing axle. I mean, maybe if you ran a transaxle, but...
Corvette drivetrain.
Well, you have to shorten the torque tube. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I know that can be done, which would also be really cool. Could you imagine having an LS like sitting behind you?
Behind you? That would be stupid.
How about like a supercharged LS and like the snorkel sitting right in between you? Can't hear the supercharger whine.
No sound tube needed.
Yeah.
So is this your first time in a Cobra?
It's gonna take my Cobra virginity. Actually, it's not.
Shut up! So I just dropped Greg off at home, and now let's go take a look at these plates. So once again, Abraham from Infinite Machine Concept, he did an awesome job on these. And if you have a 96 to 98 Cobra or Mark 8 and you want an IMRC delete plate, go check out his website. He has them. He has the design already made up from these. So go check those out, and let's take a look at them here. As an update for Turdzilla, I'm gonna make a full update video once things are finalized in terms of the engine. So stay tuned for that, but we went ahead and pick up these because they were already being made. So let's go take a look. So he did an awesome job on these. I mean, these look incredible. I'm gonna pull out some of the other parts that I sent off. Alright, so here's the Cobra intake manifold. Obviously we don't need the old IMRC cables anymore. There's the old stock plates, and then here are the new ones. Alright guys, so I think that about wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope the footage from the dash cam came out good. I haven't looked at it yet, but I'm hoping that it's good, and I hope that those poles in Mexico were kind of cool, as well as the pole in the beginning of the video. So if you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that like button, and leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think. I like seeing your comments. I like replying to them. And yeah, so we will see you guys next time, and look forward to a Turdzilla update, and I will update you guys as soon as things are finalized. So stay tuned.